Okay, in this video I want to show you how to change the jack and how to work the jack on the newer Nissan models. This is a particular one. This is a Nissan Altima, but it should work on the other Nissan vehicles, vans, SUVs. With the jack, and of course your tire will be in the back underneath the flap in your trunk, and you'll have two parts like this, and you use it this particular part here you're going to be using for both taking your bolts off and on, loosen them, and then also moving your jack handle up and down. So basically you just put this little hole on there and you go around. What you're going to want to do is, of course I have the spare on right now, but when you have the regular tire on, you're going to want to loosen up all the bolts just a little bit after you put the jack under. Okay, and with the jack you got to be careful, especially like with the Nissan Altimas. You want to place it about a foot to the right or to the left, depending on where your wheel is, to where it doesn't go into the plastic right here. You want to make sure it's flush with metal, so you want to feel under there. You're going to want to feel under there and make sure that this part here is making contact with the metal and not the actual plastic, because the plastic will bend if you do it. And of course you place it under there. You go ahead and get it started with your hand, which is what I did. And so what you want to do is you want to go clockwise with your hand originally until it makes contact, until you get it under there. Make sure it's flush with metal and not the plastic. And if you have like a concrete block or something to put under there as well, that always helps. But of course if it's an emergency you can't. Alright, so as long as you're making good contact there, you're going to want to loosen up your bolts a little bit to make it easier, and they will be tight. And to loosen the bolts, remember, it's loosey, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So you want to go counterclockwise. You want to basically go towards you. And you want to make sure they're all loose a little bit, which I already pre-done there. And that way your jack is helping to prevent, just in case it does slip off for whatever reason, that it won't slam to the ground, your vehicle. Now I'm taking the spare off and putting my tire on because I had a damage to it. But of course it'll be the opposite when you're taking your tire off and putting your spare on. Alright. And so this part here, of course, we're lifting it up, so we're actually going right clockwise to tighten it. And then once you don't have any more muscle strength, and you lift this lever up and you push it. Now remember, with a regular size tire, you're going to have to lift this up a lot more than I will with this spare because of the size of it. Okay, that should be enough there. tire off that you're replacing. Of course, you got to take the bolts off. Actually, I need to lift it up a little bit more. Unfortunately, being I'm putting the regular tire back on, I gotta lift it up a lot more. Let's try it now. I'm going to inflate this tire as I patched it up. Almost. hand, get them all started. When you tighten these back up, you want to definitely make sure that they're tight. When you manually putting the bolts back on, just to get them started before I actually use the jack to tighten them. But remember, you want to tighten them, but you don't want to tighten them too much, because if you do, you'll strip your screws and you'll have to get them replaced. So you just want to give a little bit of push to them, and then that's it. Now you want to tighten them up just a little bit more, each one of them, but not too much. That's good. Basically what I'm saying is don't try to use your foot and get them too tight. That one. So we did our job, and now we're going to go ahead and undo this. So lefty-loosey. So we're going to go to counterclockwise to undo it. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and inflate my tire. I purchased one of these tire inflators. These are 12 volts on Amazon. They're plastic. I got this one for like 18 bucks. But the quality really isn't good. You'd be better to spend about 25 or 30 and get one at least that made out of metal, because these really do go quick. The engines wear out on them. Alright, thanks for watching my tutorial on going to inflate the tire, and then completely remove this, and then of course put your spare back into your trunk. Alrighty, thanks for watching.